Positive thoughts in this system of things and namaste. I wanted to talk about how to live in peace, love, and joy, no matter basically what beliefs. Okay? So, loving yourself and working on you, working within, um, is amazing. It's like having a relationship and a love affair with yourself. And your light is never dimmed, basically. So, there's no need to pretend to be someone else. You just standing in your power and being who you are. So it's not about buying the fancy clothes or items or anything like that. It's just about loving you for who you are and finding you and your inner soul. It's about honouring yourself and who you are. So basically, for years, the experience that I've gone through, um, working in the mental health care system for years as well, and based on my own journey and all the research and the books that I've read, I find human behaviour and how the mind works basically, I find it very interesting. And as a therapist, from my own personal experiences, as well as working in the mental health care, basically, it gives me a better idea of how it all works. And for years, researching into the divine and the school of mysteries, and being highly gifted myself spiritually, I find it quite interesting when looking into the behaviour of people here on this planet. Um, After being in a dark place for a long time, I awakened basically to the many gifts that I have. I'm here as a light worker, spiritual warrior, as you call it. I'm one of the chosen ones, Starsneeds. And I've got many gifts, such as a powerful manifester, powerful healer. My whole journey, my birthright, me coming here, was for an important purpose, to help many people. And it's not just the gender story itself, going from Lisa to Lee as a trans man, but also with my upbringing as a child growing up. Being the eldest of three siblings born in London, basically, I always felt I was different. No, I didn't belong in the family. Always felt different. And I'm not just talking about my gender. That was just part of the journey. I made this choice to come here and do this. I put my hand up before I came here and said, I'm going to do this. And I've come here, reincarnate, whether you believe that or not. Basically, our bodies are just vessels and everything is energy in the universe. And nothing is wasted. And there is no time in the universe. And what you call God, Source, is all around us. Okay. Although for many years I've, looked around and got into religions and so forth, I understand the concepts and everything, but the truth is, spirituality, spirit, energy, it's not a religion. Okay. So basically, with regards to my gifts, coming back to that, I felt that I had a duty, an assignment to come here and do what I need to do. And I'm not just talking about gender story and appearing on national TV and going on to BBC and Channel 4 and everything like that. That was just, the gender story was just part of the journey. And based on my experiences and what I've seen here, wherever I'm assigned to go in my purpose, that's where I go. So, our thoughts carry energy too. And you can shape whatever reality you want. But you've got to feel it within, deep inside. You've got to believe it. You've got to trust it. Because the universe, God, divine source, will not respond and give you what you want unless you trust it and believe it. The same as visualizing something and picturing something. You've got to sense it, taste it, feel it, believe it. The same as manifesting something. So you can't just say, well, I'm trying to manifest money and wealth, but I can't seem to do it. I'm not getting anywhere. You need to believe it, you need to trust it when you're doing your meditations. It's the same with anything. So we have the power to create the world that we want, basically. And it doesn't matter what beliefs. And many psychologists out there, they believe that the mind is a complicated thing, but really it's not complicated. It's not as complicated as you think. So you need to remove any kind of limited beliefs. And with regards to them psychologists thinking it takes a lifetime to understand the mind, no, that's not true. I haven't got a lifetime to do that. Have you? So the mind basically only reacts on what you think and what you want. So if you picked up habits that you don't want, but your mind tells you there's no need to be free of that, better off with it. For example, so if you say, right, okay, I've started smoking, you know, I don't need it, I'm free of that, I'm better. And then, you know, I'm off with it, but you carry on doing it, I'm better with it. You know, you need to make up your mind, because your thoughts and your words are very powerful when it comes to the divine and the universe. What you think and say and how you react and how you behave. So it's really important what you say and what you think. Okay? So for those that want to be successful, if you're speaking in public and you're believing in yourself and you're keeping this body healthy, you're going to the gym and you're exercising, and you're not eating junk food and you're eating healthy, you're eating plant food, and you're being very careful what it is that you're consuming and putting into your body. Having to keep yourself clear when it comes to the brain. It's your brain's job to keep you alive on this planet. You know, when it comes to survival. For example, if you say to yourself, on your way to work, oh, I'm really stressed, I'm going to die. Oh, I hate driving on this M25. You need to think carefully about what you're saying, because your brain is telling your body those thoughts are creating, well, okay, you want to die? All right, I'll make you sick. So, you know, as much as you think that when you become sick and when you become ill that the doctors are going to cure you, you're actually so powerful as a spiritual being that you've got the power to heal yourself, but you've also got the power to make yourself sick in the words you say and the thoughts that you say. So you need to transmute those negative energies and transmute it, because I'm a powerful alchemist here on the planet. So with all the negative energies and everything that's been thrown at me here, because I'm a beacon of light here and I'm like a magnet but I've also got to protect my energy because I've drawn in and I've magnetized the wrong people. And some of them are very dark people, and I've had to protect my energy now with who I allow in around my space and who I don't. And it doesn't matter who it is, to be quite honest. So basically, as I was saying, you've got to be really careful on what you project out there and what you allow in, with your thoughts, your words, and everything. What you create, the world that you create around you, because everything is energy. And like I said, you've got the power to manifest and create what you want. So, as an alchemist and a powerful alchemist, any negative energies that come around me, I work with the mystics and angels and that for years, and the spirit realms. I protect my energy, and make sure that I'm very careful with what I say and the messages that I put to my brain, when it comes to any energies that are dark. Okay, there's many that you can help here on the planet, and there's many that you can't. And I've been advised and guided by the divine. I'm not to help people anymore that don't want to be helped either. That's another thing with what I've been through here. So, so your brain is very, you give yourself signals, and whatever you say and think is going to react, and it's going to affect the body basically. So, if you give yourself an ulcer or a panic attack, say for example, you're giving that to your brain. So you have to be very careful in the words that you say, the thoughts that you say, do basically, because that sends a signal to the brain, for example. So if you want to be successful and you want to do this all weekend on a platform, and you've chosen, to follow your purpose and be successful, then the brain will react and say, "You really want to do this? Okay." Say yes, yeah, it really excites me. I feel empowered. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy being on the planet, being of service to people and helping people. I love it. I love to get a response from people that feel grateful and satisfied. And the many of the comments that I've received back from people, how thankful they are because I've tried to help them. Even if it's a kind word, a gesture, a conversation, support, let them know you're there. I've had many people approach me on many levels and for many different kinds of things. So, I'm here to be of service here, and that's what we do. I'm here as a light. It's not just a gender story or anything like that. It could be mental health. It could be anything. In order to give them the support and to encourage them and uplift them. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here as an earth angel, basically. So, saying that, following my purpose here, your brain's got it. So you've got to be careful what you're sending to your brain with your thoughts and your words. So, as I said already, those that want to be successful, so if you want to have your own business and write books and so forth, you've got to be able to sacrifice yourself and make sacrifices. Even if it means not going out with friends and then going to have a drink at the pub. Or, anything for that matter, basically. So your brain reacts and says, you really want to do that? Then, and then there's some people that might feel, no, I don't know if I want to do this, and I'll go and do my emails, or I'll go tidy up my room just to delay things, and it's like there's conflict within the mind, because you don't want to do the work, you don't want to become successful, you don't really want to spend that time and putting that work into it, and you try and distract yourself and have conflict inside. We'll carry on with this with part 2. Speak to you soon. Bye for now. Love and light.